I'd like to think that I don't get angry, and it would take a lot for someone to upset me. I always try and look at the positive side of things. You never know the true meaning behind people's actions. So one person may do something which will upset someone. However, one has to understand there's a reason behind everything. So personally, if someone has tried to make me upset or has tried to make me angry, or people will think that I should be angry for a certain scenario, I'll always try and look at the positive side of things and try and understand why a certain someone has actually done an action towards me, and I'll try and sympathize with them and try always look at the glass half full than half empty.
One of the most generous people that I know. He's very caring, very kind. Whenever I go to his place, he's always got an amazing spread out for me. Very courteous, and I like that. I think it shows a very good positive qualities of the person.
I'm a senior consultant living in London. I'm 27 years old, and I support none other than Manchester United. The important things in my life, I would say, would be number one, family. At the end of the day, my family are the ones that brought me up. They spent all their time in teaching me the good way of living, teaching me to respect people, teaching me to love others. And importance towards my career, me personally, I've always been quite an ambitious individual. I've always wanted to be successful in life. Personally, not only do I want to succeed in my career, but I actually enjoy the role that I do. And I want to get to the highest of rankings within the industry. And lastly, religion, everything is based upon my religion. Religion sets a basis in which the way I act with people, the way I approach life, the way I approach my family, and the way I even approach my career. For me at the moment, one of my priorities is helping the refugees that have fled Syria and Iraq. Back in December 2015, we had arranged a container to be shipped over to Lesbos, which contained aid, food, clothes, and we actually traveled out to Lesbos and we assisted the refugees. We were able to translate for them, we were able to give them clothes, food, shelter, and that's something that I am very passionate about. It's something very small for us, giving up a small amount of our time, whether it's a day or a week or whatever it is, but it makes a massive impact to the lives of the refugees. At the end of the day, these people are just normal human beings. Why should they suffer? And why should they experience a very bad life just because of what's happening to their country? We had arranged a visit to Calais with a number of imams and a number of rabbis. Throughout that trip, I got to understand the perspective of the Jewish faith. I started to understand the different commonalities between the Muslim and the Jewish faith. I found out that the Jewish faith has a very similar prayer to the Muslim faith. The Jewish faith pray 3 times a day. They pray towards Jerusalem, which used to be the direction of the Muslims as well. So there are many commonalities between the religions, and it's only through organizing different sorts of events and activities you'll actually get a better understanding of both religions. Generally, people may judge different groups of friends based on what they do or what they get up to. Personally, I don't care what you do or what your work is or what your background is, what your religion, what your culture. I take you for who you are personally. More on a community level, I am very passionate about promoting unity between interfaith and intrafaith activities. So interfaith would be promoting unity between different faiths, and intrafaith being creating unity between different sects within the same faith. So for 2 years running, I have successfully organized, in collaboration with IMM and Love Muhammad, Shabab al-Sifain and Palmer's Green Mosque, an interfaith event on the birth of the Prophet Muhammad. And we had invited one Sunni and one Shia scholar. We invited a poet, a reciter as well. And we brought the two communities together. And at the end of it, we had got very positive comments. And as a result of this event, we had seen more interaction between the two different communities. And we are still looking to organize similar events between the Sunni and the Shia community. Because at the end of the day, regardless of your sect within your religion, you're still all Muslims and regarded as part of the same religion.
Alhamdulillah, everyone was working towards one humanitarian cause. One thing also is very important to realize, it's good to see in times like this, everyone is uniting together. A beautiful story was actually mentioned the other day. If you all think of yourselves as twigs, you can easily break a twig together. However, if everyone puts their twigs together and try and break that, you become unbreakable.
If I knew that I was alive for one more day, the number one thing that I would do would be 1, to spend it with my parents, and 2, to spend it in worshipping my Lord. My name is Yousef al-Kadhimi and I'm a Muslim.